About Myanmar, I'd like to ask about the prospects of Singapore's chairship next year or Thailand.
I'm sorry, can you ask the last part of your question?
The prospects for Myanmar returning to the ASEAN official meetings.
I guess right now I can say it's still far off. At this point of time, it's still the 5-point consensus that is still being the foundational document that we are looking at. During the discussions with the foreign minister of Myanmar, there had been a lot of questions on their compliance with the 5-point consensus. So we're still, it may not happen yet, but let's see how the compliance that they can give. But ASEAN is patient. ASEAN is still looking for whatever they can give. Of course, we had also meetings with ethnic armed organizations, which I think the information has been given, and there might just be possibilities. Now, on the aspect of humanitarian aid, I will be leading a delegation sometime in the fourth quarter of this year on a humanitarian mission to Myanmar to look into the and to help and provide certain necessities for the vulnerable communities in Myanmar.
What are we expecting to come out of your visit, and how would this impact ASEAN's ongoing assessment on the situation in Myanmar?
Well, this is also a situation whereby some of these areas are really occupied by certain how would you say that? Ethnic organizations, and therefore this means that we're entering certain areas. But I think the impact here is really trying to reach out to the vulnerable communities in Myanmar, and of course, permits will be asked from the junta government, and that now talks about their ability to really reach out to us. And this is of course, this humanitarian mission is with the help of the AHA Center, the ASEAN Humanitarian Center based in Jakarta. And of course, we have also sought assistance of the UN OCHA, the Médecins Sans Frontières, the World Food Program, and many other international organizations and NGOs.
I believe you've mentioned earlier that there will be some benchmarking to be put in place with regard to the 5-point consensus regarding Myanmar. We're just curious, you're not planning to lower the benchmark just to accommodate?
No, let me just be very candid here. I think benchmarking is something that is really a standard to be looked at. No, it's not lowering. It's just putting some elements to as measurable as possible. And it is not the intention of ASEAN to lower its standards. It even wants to keep up with the standards. And in direct, how do you say this? It's really in relation to the 5-point consensus. Now, this benchmarking, it's just a document, a non-paper that was given by one of the ASEAN member states, and this is now in the hands of the senior officials. They'll try to flesh it out and look at and study it carefully on how this can help and in the issue of measurable progress.